Hi there, and welcome to the little apartment on the prairie. Isaac and I are taking a walk, and I thought it'd be a good time to talk for a few minutes. It's about 54 degrees out and sunny, and it's not too windy, but it's a little windy, so I hope you can actually hear me. Here's kind of the field that's across the street. There's my apartment building. And then there's this field across the street, and Isaac and I find coyote poop over around here quite, well, not real frequently, but sometimes. Like apparently they come out here and like poop around the sidewalk in the night sometime. Isaac is very interested in coyote poop, although he likes all poop because he's a dog and dogs are gross. All right, so then don't eat that whatever you just found on the ground, Isaac. Yuck. Speaking of dogs being gross. So I wanted to kind of update after my post yesterday about asking for help and being open to receiving help. Don't eat it. I don't even know what it is, but don't eat it. So a couple of missionaries from the Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints came over and helped me do a little bit of housework, and they did an absolutely beautiful job. They cleaned my entire bathroom, which I didn't ask them to and wasn't expecting them to. They were going to clean my bathtub for me because I have a really hard time bending over long enough to do that. And then I'm in a lot of pain afterwards usually. And I take a lot of hot baths because it helps with my pain. So it was really nice to have it clean, but they did the entire bathroom and they did a gorgeous job. I walk in my bathroom and the whole bathroom looks like all bright and shiny. Like it looks brighter in there. It looks lighter. It's wonderful. And they did my kitchen floor. And, you know, I hadn't realized, well, first of all, they cleaned my whole bathroom. And I actually kind of like wiped out the sink and swished some cleaner around in the toilet bowl before they came because I didn't want to look like a total slob. And, but apparently they felt those things definitely needed a little more work, so they cleaned the whole bathroom. And they were right, it did need more work because they did a great job. Isaac, nobody wants to watch you pee. Okay, so they did a great job, and it feels really good to have all that done. And I didn't feel like those things were bothering me that much. I kind of felt like, you know, I'd like it if I could get on my hands and knees and scrub my kitchen floor, but I can't right now, so, yeah, you know, you do what you can. And you try not to get too stressed out about what you can't. So they didn't scrub it on, well, actually, there were a couple spots that were kind of bad that they did scrub on their hands and knees. Most of it they just cleaned with a mop. But they did a really good job. And they were really friendly and pleasant to talk to, and there was no like religious pushiness. They didn't try to leave me literature or invite me to their church or anything like that. Although I imagined that if I'd asked for literature, they might have been able to get me some. And if I'd asked if I could go to church with them sometime, I'm sure they would have said absolutely. Or if I'd asked them to pray for me, I imagine they would have done so. But see that little creek down there? Anyway, I imagine they would have done those things if I'd asked, but I didn't ask, and they were happy to just help with the things I needed help with. They offered to do some other stuff, like vacuum my living room, and I declined because I can vacuum my own living room. But, you know, they were friendly and helpful, and it was interesting to talk to people that, you know, have a different faith that I do, and I just learned some interesting things. Like they typically serve 2 years for a mission. They don't get to pick where they go. They just got assigned to Nebraska. Apparently, you know, like a friend of theirs got assigned to Fiji and they got assigned to Nebraska. So, you know, there's that. And they don't get to see their family at all for the whole 2 years. They don't get to go home for the holidays or anything. I think they said they get to call their family once a week, and they can write letters. So, you know, it's kind of a time that they're away from home, and the time that's supposed to be all about service and God. And it was very interesting talking to them, and it was a really good experience. And when they were leaving, they told me to let them know when I needed help with my floors or anything else again, and they'd be happy to come back and do it again. I think next time I'm going to see if they want to wash my dog, because he needs it. For sure. He doesn't think so, but he does. And I did something to tweak my shoulder this morning that has tendonitis or bursitis or both. I don't know what it has. I've heard kind of different things from different doctors, but this morning, Sassy would not leave Isaac alone. He did not want her to clean his behind, and she didn't quit when I told her to. So I bent down and picked her up with both hands, but like the weight of her, and I think she weighs maybe 7 pounds, but just the weight of her on my left arm pulled that shoulder, and it really hurt. Like, I yelled, and then afterwards I had to go run some errands, and I couldn't get my coat on because it was too difficult and too painful to put my left arm in the sleeve. So I'm glad that it's pretty warm out now, because I can take Isaac out without a coat on and not freeze. But it was really good that stuff got done yesterday, because I wouldn't be able to do it today. And they really liked Isaac. He demonstrated how he can pick things up for me, and they were suitably impressed, weren't they, Isaac? Isaac says he is very impressive. So anyway, I seriously might ask them if they will help me bathe my dog. And by help, I mean do it for me. But it was, you want to go across that street, Isaac? I don't know why he likes to walk over there. Come on, we go. He definitely has his own ideas about where he likes to go sometimes. So I sent him off with a bunch of cookies and a couple quarts of that eggnog that I got from the food pantry the other day. They said they loved eggnog, and I said, well, would you please take some with you? And they seemed happy, and I sent them with a lot of cookies. I made sugar cookies with eggnog in it. I will put a link to the recipe in the description, because it was really good. And then I just made chocolate chip cookies. So I sent them off with cookies and eggnog. And since they're not going to be seeing their family for the holidays, I was thinking maybe I'd fix them some kind of a meal, which I don't think they can eat at my house, because, you know, we're all not supposed to be gathering with people that don't live with us. And, you know, they were wearing masks. I was wearing a mask. You can't really have a dinner with someone and keep your masks on. But someone suggested a pot of homemade soup and some bread. And I bake really good sourdough bread, so I think I will do that around the holidays. And I can drop it off for them, or they can come pick it up, either way. So anyway, I just wanted to share. It was a good experience. These were Latter-day Saints. They kind of let me know that that's the way they prefer to be referred to, not to be referred to as Mormons. But they're from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and they're missionaries. And someone on Facebook told me that if you have a temple in your area and you call them, they will probably send people over to help you. So that's it. I hope you all are having a nice day and that the weather's not too bad. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and stay safe out there.